Your microphone's on. What an
I was
improvement.
just checking. So, we have our last cobblestone case. Our final cobblestone case, perhaps for the time being, well, for the time being, because it's the last cobblestone case, Dan. Producer Reese, who has won. Okay, producer Reese has told us who has won.
I think you can say that.
He can't say that,
It's
Dan.
just an athlete, James.
No, it's not. We're not saying that.
Okay, all right.
No, you don't. He has won, but we're not going to say his name. His name.
I don't think it's rude.
You could type it in the chat at least. Let the people in the chat see
I think it's
it,
a humble.
but we're not saying.
It's a humble.
I don't care what you say, Dan. We're not saying that on the stream. But you have won, sir. If you're in the chat, you can see who has won, but we're not repeating that stream. Let's see what this person has won. It's an amusing name.
It's a humble boast.
It's probably not a boast then. Probably overcompensating.
What do we got?
It's
Mag
a
7.
Mag 7. Great. I mean, could you imagine if that person won a Dragon Lore? We couldn't even say who won. We couldn't even say who won because
That's
the
Happy
name.
on it. Happy sticker.
Yeah, because Happy uses the Mag 7 all the time. Congratulations.
What is that?
Congratulations.
That sarcasm was not necessary, James.
I can't help myself.
It was not necessary.
I don't want to. I have no intention.
Look how big that huge the screen is. Look
screen.
how we are dwarfed by the screen.
Yeah.
You can't really see it here. Here we look. Look at that. That's like another screen.
It's cool, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh look, Reese is playing with his little.
He's got his little dials.
Yeah.
Little zoom in, zoom out, the pan right, pan left.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So yeah. So when we're off camera, we turn around and we cast from that screen. Although it's a big screen, so sometimes it's hard.
It's nice because the lights aren't in your face then.
Yeah.
It's in the back of your head.
The bright lights,
Instead.
studio lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, an actual studio this time, because before it was, we made studios in rooms, but now this is a purpose-built studio.
It's actually a studio, yeah.
It is. It's pretty cool. Look, even has a camera over there.
Over there, and over there, and up there.
Yeah. So great. This is going to start soon. The pistol rounds.
Yep.
Presumably
so, at least.
Yeah, it should do, but you never know. Well, we have some fun content coming up for you, but we're not going to tell you anything about what it is. You will simply have to wait maybe a week, maybe more than a week, but it should be fun.
That's why all the vests are in the studio we were talking about earlier.
Vests?
Yeah.
No, the vests are not in the studio for any particular reason. The vests are in transit from one place to another. They're just passing through then. I don't know why your vest is here, but my vest is... That's
I had this foolish this intention that maybe I'd have time to go to the gym, James, between the casts.
Do you want to tell the turpentine story?
Shall
we do it?
I don't have to tell it, James. Because, I don't know.
It's easy. You start at the beginning and then you finish at the end.
Oh, wow, that is incredibly insightful. Please tell me more. Tell me, please.
Well, no, the purpose is you tell... You wanted to say it. We've told the shark story, but do we tell the turpentine story?
We can save it for the next eco. We'll save it for the next eco.
All right.
We promise this time. This time, sure. The problem right now is that we keep forgetting. So now, the people that are waiting for it, it will never match expectation. It just can't, James.
Well, Dan, next eco is either next round or the round after that. So.
Oh god. Oh god.
It's not going to be hard to.
All right, we'll just do it. We'll do it. I don't know. Just don't underestimate my memory. But here we go. Roka. Ooh, that is the money. That's the money right there. All right, there you go. The statement is set. Just get up there. That's what
can be said.
That is exactly what I love doing in every matchmaking game, James, on this map. Everyone's like, oh, going here, and I just run up mid. That is the best move. The best move. So, 1-0. And Echo Fox will be up against a force buy. Not an eco, James. It's a force buy. So, I'll see whether or not they can do some damage here. The trend has been that we've seen lots of damage. Sean Gares is just running around with his knife, and now he will run elsewhere with his knife. Now Shazam will replace his position. Presumably, Sean Gares has a serviceable weapon and not a defective one, but he still has his knife in hand. Either way. Alrighty then. We got 2 kills out of Shazam with the scout. That should be round now that Sean Gares is in action. He has indeed fixed his UMP. Knife no longer necessary, and he is making the monies.
Oh, look, Dan, it appears to be an eco round.
All right, so the story was told to us. Should I say who
well, I thought we were going to keep it anonymous, Dan.
Okay, we can keep it anonymous. Basically, he's telling us about a story of this guy's telling us a story about his grandfather at a family gathering.
You said he, Dan. You might as well say it's producer Reese now. You've given it up.
What? I mean, it could be. How is gender giving it away? You know, there's a lot of people that are male, James, in this world, on this planet.
Nah, it was well obvious, mate.
It's well obvious. All right then. Now you've ruined it because they're all going to die now, and we've wasted core moments to tell the story.
No one is dead in this round, Dan. No one.
But they're basically dead. They are almost dead. They're
Literally,
they're about
nobody
to
is
die,
dead.
James.
Nobody is dead in this round.
Death is incredibly impending. It's imminent, even, James. It's currently imminent. And death will be had. And it looks like we have just quite frankly run out of time. I'm afraid to tell you. Quite simply, there is now no time, James. Apparently the chat is raging. This is a problem, James. We'll have to. Fortunately,
why are you saying we here?
It's the royal we.
Why are you?
Because we're a team. That's why we take the wins together. We take the losses together. Do you not know how team play works? Clearly not.
Well,
clearly not.
Let's see if these guys know what team play is. 3-0 to Echo Fox. Both teams on the bye. We're going to see AWP boost. That is absolutely disgusting. That is disgusting, Dan. That is disgusting. Shazam, you dirty fiend, you. First frag in favour of Echo Fox.
So what's next? What is next?
Second frag.
What is the plan for Without a Roof, James? What would you do? What would Bardolph do? How many nades would you throw?
I would leave the server. I would leave the server.
Where would you stand?
If I was DSR right now, I would disconnect out of courtesy and then type retry into console, Dan, to rejoin the server.
Yeah. So there's still alternative career paths available.
It looks like we've got the roof. Are they going to? Yes, they're going to smoke the corner of well to the left there, so they can try and avoid being shot from the window. People will often do that so they can have a deeper peek towards A, but they've also smoked mid to B. But that might stop the boost player from getting some shots in the back. Roker is just biding his time, and now he is extremely dead, Dan.
It kind of... Sorry.
We've got a 3-man reset coming in here. Shazam is... See, I love that. Normally, when you hear the bomb plant going down and there's a smoke in the door, some people will run through the door and try and get that kill. Shazam not even going to wait. I like it. I like it. But it's a 1 versus 3. Issue ban now. We see the paranoia. No one going for the fake. All the lines are covered here by the T side. Now the bomb's gone down as well, it means they can have one person covering every facet of the site. No one going wide peeking, gets the 1v1, shoots Ishiban in the face. So Without a Roof get their first round on the board, and they get it early, Dan.
Absolutely. But the buy will come straight back from Echo Fox, and they will have the opportunity to crush the economy of war. But, you know, it goes both ways in this round, in fact. Although that said, you know, actually, yes, yeah, it does look like we're going to be spending more or less everything that they have in the bank. 3k left on no one, and that's about the only player with any money to be spoken of. Now, double AWP raining in on Echo Fox. We'll have to see if that's going to be potent for them. Obviously, this is a great double AWP map for both sides. Now, and also Shazam has been finding his shots so far. So Without a Roof, not with much presence towards Catwalk just yet. Will they go for the entries into mid? Looks like they will. This is great information finding as well. Just clearing the immediacy of the doors, which is also quite nice because even if you don't want to go for the full peaks, like where you go a little bit deeper and you can see if there's a player dropped into CT, which there currently is. And normally, if there is a player dropped into CT, that means the B split's much harder, and you should go for the A split because the player from CT to reinforce A has to come from CT, and that positioning is not nearly as good as if he was on the site itself, for example, with his teammates. And if you discover that they're playing, if it's empty in a CT spawn and they're playing 3 on the A side as they have now moved to currently, then now the B split's really good because you can get into middle much easier and the rotation from A is very long. So that's the two basic decision-making processes that you go through when you find information on this map.
Nice. For
the Ts, just in a nutshell. A massive nutshell, James, because that took ages.
Shazam forced from his position by Molotov. Molotovs do go on various levels. We can get into later. Shazam getting to get double peaks by the T's here. No one to just jet. Rix had potential for a 2-man spray down. Not going to happen though. Bomb planted for short, and the reckoning onto Roker will be real. As soon as we go to his camera, he will go down. Sean Gears now last man standing for Echo Fox. Turbulent times for the CTs early on in map 2 of this best of 3.
It's like an eco is coming up, James. Looks like an eco might be coming up.
Sean Grills has all of $50 in the bank, 1,900 loss bonus, and he will sit on his Todd. wondering what could have been.
Okay, so the story is basically that it was a family gathering, and there was a family guinea pig, James, a much beloved creature of
Not
joy,
just a guinea pig, Dan,
joy and innocence.
but a family guinea pig.
Yeah,
A guinea pig that belonged to the family.
picture of joy and innocence. And for some reason, there was an open container of turpentine.
Which is basically paint stripper.
It's a paint thinner, basically, yeah. So it's like bleach, it's like incredibly toxic. And quickly see if anything's to happen here. Looks like it should be pretty clean. So just an open tub of turpentine lying around. And
Casually by the family barbecue at the garden dam.
at which barbecue
Turpentine as you do.
grandfather was handling said guinea pig. Accidentally drops guinea pig into the turpentine.
Drop/deployed.
Deployed guinea pig into the turpentine, presumably by accident. Presumably. I don't know. From what I know of producer Reese, we can only presume, James. We cannot know. Either way, we were told that 3 days later, the guinea pig died of natural causes. That was the reason we were given, of natural causes. Definitely not the turpentine. Producer Reese adds the detail that it did look like it turned out inside out, which makes it a little bit more suspect, the natural causes part. But never mind.
Natural causes,
Never
of
mind me.
course.
Natural causes.
Turpentine was a mere accidental baptism, had no long-term impact.
Let's forget the incredible amounts of toxicity of the turpentine. Either way, it is going to be buy versus buy. Orp versus Orp. Shazam will push short. Will he find anything? Looks like so far he will not. He would love a boost probably right now, and actually he has a teammate to boost him over the smoke to get a look in on the short area. However, that smoke is a little bit too shallow for him to be able to get an angle over. And smoke will slowly dissipate. 3 CTs closer. This could be explosive. They decide to commit. There will be frags for both sides. Ooh, that was rather close. And here is the boost. And will Shazam get it? The thing is that he just sort of showed that angle, so they are kind of on high alert. But the distraction comes in from Sean Gares. He gets a quick pickup there on 8, but Breeze is going to take the frag and push straight on through. Chipman arriving to the scene to discover that it is now completely just everyone has removed their presence there. This is interesting.
Yeah, Rick's dropping a high smoke onto the shot position. So without the roof, will be thwarted for the time being. 45 seconds left on the clock, and no one seeks to breach. In fact, many seek to breach, but Rick may be hearing the smoke being primed. He's going to push through the smoke here, but he'll get traded. Lucky shot there by no one. And now the CTs are in trouble over towards the A side. Shazam sees the bomb. Shazam eliminates no one. Breeze. DSR goes down to Ishiban. Echo Fox hold with 3 players surviving, including 1 AWP. So around back in their favour, but without the roof, you can see the buy is going to come in for the side of Breeze. Maybe left with a Deagle, perhaps. Indeed, it will be the Deag. That said, he is one of 2 players with 7 kills on the board for his team at the moment, so maybe one of the other players would want to give him the AK. Well, he's going to get taken down immediately somehow. With only a Deagle in hand, Dan, he's going to get AWP'd through double doors. That is quite impressive.
Feels bad.
Welcome back.
May feel bad, James. You're not the only one that can suck on microphones. I'm also terrible, it would seem. Either way, without a roof taking it slow. When will the pants be donned on the heads, James? When will we see the madness?
Matter of time, perhaps, Dan. Matter of time.
Maybe they're all out of pants. They'll have to make do with what they have. The push coming in. Steadily but surely coming in. And they've got a wall of smokes here to run through and to cover their approach. Doesn't seem to really help though. Massive fragging here by Echo Fox. Roka is in there with the triple and the save on the B-bomb site. And there you go. There you have it. Echo Fox win a round, James. That is the result of that last round, is that Echo Fox will win with a B defense. What do you think? What are your thoughts? How do you feel?
My thoughts are that without a roof, do not have the money to go for a buy in this round, so they shall be on eco, which means Echo Fox have a good chance to go to 6-3. Again, the score is so early, we don't know where it will lead. Ooh, Shazam spots the player, but not going to get the angle fast enough. We'll use the Molotov though to try and slow down, just to be a nuisance and allow an aggressive peek from Xbox. Sean Gares moving up top mid. Rick's coming in as well, but he is going to get taken down by the P250 down, and Echo Fox have lost 2 players. The aggression on the Eco has not worked out for the side so far. Ishiban, aggressive towards short, going to get tagged down to 40 though. So this is a little bit sticky for Echo Fox. That's an important frag for Shazam. No one is the last man. There are 2 bomb sites on which he could be. He has the bomb. See if he can make it and get a bomb plant down. Oh, the Molotov, the GG Molotov, the nades, the flank, the everything. Echo Fox survive with 3 players. A bit risky, a bit scary for them, but they make it through.
Not too scary. It's about as scary as an episode of Goosebumps, James.
An episode of Goosebumps. I don't know what that means.
You don't know? That's like a super old British TV show. You don't know what Goosebumps is. What is wrong with you? What is this? You bring up the most obscure references, but you don't know the most obvious ones. I'm curious. To your legitimacy as a human being, sometimes. You're fraudulent, James, but the show must go on. And looks like Shazam. Oh my God, he got sat down there up on catwalk. Completely destroyed. That is really unfortunate. I was about to say that, you know, continually trying to pressure him from catwalk is going to lead to situations where the T is going to be heavily expectant. Perhaps you'll see pre-nades, but maybe you're just going to see the straight-up headshot. This is a really bad situation for Echo Fox, considering that their economy is not yet secure. They don't want to be losing around like this. Now, without a roof, going to be pressing forwards. The aggression here from Sean Gares. There's no way for Fricks to trade him. So multiple 1 versus 1s lost here now by Echo Fox. And Ichiban in the spot where he's got to go for the save here. Getting some good damage in there. They're actually kind of lining up for him. Good damage done. Roka can get the finish now. And it's a 1 versus 1. Method, the old school legend, versus Roka. Will Method be rolling back the years on this one? Bomb is down.
Got to be careful when he collects the bomb because his shadow might show on lower, but Roka didn't have the right angle. I know if you stand on the ledge, then your shadow 100% shows in the corner. If you're walking past it, probably some of your shadow shows. Either way, Roka now has the information. So let's see what Method has to offer here. He will deploy all the nades he has. And he'll take a guess. Roka, though, will be quicker on the trigger, and Method will face plant. AWP collected. The round is with the Echo Fox side.
Absolutely, what an important one to win. I mean, we're going to see from the money here the impact or the implications of the impact. So here it is. You can see the money looks good for Echo Fox, and without a roof, with the bomb plant, you can actually see that the bomb plant made the difference here. Without the bomb plant, a buy is not really reasonable, but it is, you know, the margins are acceptable now, having that bomb down, the extra $800 with the bonus, as the bonus goes. So we shall see whether or not Without a Roof can fight back here, because Echo Fox can start to run away with this finally. But as you say, with Echo Fox, we don't quite know. They've had a bit of a string of difficulties when coming to closing games, which is certainly an important skill set because, well, winning. It's all about winning, James. There you go. Sean Gares will get challenged. Breeze will find the kill there. There's another player to snap down, and Breeze is going to spray straight into Shazam's face. 8 finding a frag out of nowhere. There is some money here on Echo Fox, but they should probably just save now. There's surely nothing that can be done by Ricks and Ichiban. Too many players, too many positions, too little time, too long a rotation. The road is long, James. The road is long.
And full of potholes. The road is long and full of potholes. The
road is long and poorly maintained. It reminds me, I don't know if you ever, if this happens much in London, but in the countryside, right?
Badges?
In the countryside, there's obviously maintenance of roads is part of the reasons why driving can be very dangerous in the countryside, because people drive at higher speeds, and there's so many bits of the road which aren't necessarily used as much, or main parts are in the middle of nowhere that they're not so well maintained. So sometimes what they'll do is they'll plan some works to do some maintenance, or add traffic lights or something, and there'll be like 6 weeks, 8 weeks that you can't use the road. Then you'll find out that all the works have been taken away, James, and you can access the road again. But they didn't do anything. It's just completely the same. That happens so many times. It's ridiculous.
This does not happen in London, to my knowledge.
London
delivers.
Delivers road maintenance.
London prevails.
10 out of 10 road maintenance.
We do have exploding pavements though, which you can find on YouTube. London exploding pavements. See for yourself. Echo Fox with the aggression. Players over towards short. Shazam goes down. Ishiban has full armor on an M4. So we shall see if he can survive. They need to. He will want to. Bricks may want to do the same with Kevlar, but with the bomb being planted at some point, Ishiban may be hunted for a while yet. Speaking of the bomb, it is found and no one has gone down, and now his teammate, the CT's teammate, is top mid. Bombs being collected, but more damage is going to be done here, so there's a lot of potential for this round to go the way of Echo Fox. Things getting super weird. That Molotov, ooh, Ishiban needs to be careful. Molotov do like to spread as well, so he could still be exposed. Indeed, it has spread to his feet. Is he willing to push through the smoke and stop that plant from coming in? Breeze with a cursory tap, but Ishiban will wait. I think the gamble would have been worth it there. Well, here we go. CZ will allow the push coming in from two directions now. A rifle, an AK picked up as well. Breeze with the frag though, clutching for his team once again. Can Ishiban take this? He's been spotted, and it seems he will cut his losses down and make his exit.
Losses will be cut. With some novelty scissors, James.
No AK collected.
Indeed. All right, well, Echo Fox not looking so stable. I think this pushes into Eco, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yes, it does. Their money is okay. I mean, they can. The thing is, they can actually buy here, but it really depends on what kind of buy they want. It's a little bit marginal. I guess they could throw it in there. The problem is Sean Gez on just 3.5k. If he had 4k or something, then it's definitely more reasonable. But they're going to go for it and see if they can win the round. So let's see if they can get it done. I mean, it's pretty respectable. Pretty respectable. Famous on Roka. No armor on Shazam. So some corners have been cut, James. There's no kit as well, which is always a problem. Not a single kit. So we'll have to see if that's going to be coming into effect with the fast push coming in from Ape up Catwalk now. Ape has been pretty solid on some of these entries, and these fragging situations here for Without a Roof in this series really came to life in the second half of Cobblestone. Now, Catwalk is held by Without a Roof. They don't have any long control though. And with the player still in dark, you might think that they will harass into towards A a little bit, maybe try to pull some rotation, or are they just going to go for a cap play, like a cap plant play? Ooh, will we see a wall of smokes here across the site? We don't often see the wall of smokes.
We never see that, Dan. We never see it.
It used to be quite common. It can be very strong, actually. The hard counter is having a player on Goose to prevent the plant from going down on Catwalk, but there is no player on Goose. There's not even a player on Car. Shazam has fallen all the way back here. And I love how they actually tried to pre-fire Goose before going for the plant. But here you go. Rix, he's dropping players from below, and this is a massive issue now Without a Roof. The bomb is ticking away, but Echo Fox could surely win this round. Method going for the flank kill, doesn't get a single thing. And Without a Roof will be crushed, James. They will be left in tatters.
Not a player taken down for Echo Fox. 2 rounds left, and you can see the money is non-existent for the CTs at the moment. The bonus will fly in, but that's a very important round for them to gain. Not just to get it, but to get it with no players lost either. 2 AWPs continue for the Echo Fox side, having no losses in the previous. 3-round lead over Without a Roof. We have 5 rounds on the T side for the moment. Let's see what kind of buy Without a Roof will have in this round. Is no one rolling with a Glock? Surely not. He's got a Tech 9 at least. So the limitations have been seen. Sean Gers with a push here. Can he take down Ape as well? Putting him on 20 HP. We'll see how that plays into this round a bit later on. Again, we still have the double AWPs here for the CT side. One deep in the back of B, which is Roka, and then Shazam over towards long, supporting Ishiban, who's playing close to the smoke. Shazam will re-smoke and then leave Ishiban to his own devices. So Shazam will be playing over towards Car. There's a crossfire through CT spawn, should it be required for the CTs. And let's see, Echo Fox seems to be looking for some information. Method seems to be teeing up for a shoulder peek, and he will be punished for it. Roka will not let him peek twice.
Yeah, that won't happen. Now, Echo Fox. They have a pretty decent setup, actually. Especially considering there's no smoke that's stopping Shazam, I don't think, from seeing the cross. Okay, there you go. Shazam will have to rattle off a few. Now things get a little bit interesting. If without a roof go for a push into B, they must coordinate this very well. But
I've seen a boost in CT spawn. No one was boosted. No one was boosted looking over towards A. However, it proved fruitless.
okay, the jump up on the box, Rix. He can't get anything now. Roka has an AWP. This is going to be very hard with the North in this position. He gets completely shut down. This is really, really detrimental right now. Okay, Ape is low, but Shazam has North as well. This is very hard with an AWP. There's no nades to really work with, just 2 flashbangs. An incendiary would be really nice. Just one would be very, very nice to eliminate some possible positions. Looks like actually a tag from Shazam onto no one. Ichiban must get something with this. And it gets the pop. That's so huge. And now the pace is high. Gets a second frag on the side as well. And the third. Spinning around Shazam, not even required. Although you have to give him the benefit, or rather the props to create the distraction to allow Ichiban to just walk in. Waltz in. Waltz in.
Lovely 3K from the stand-in for the team. And if Sean Gers is willing to take Shazam, then surely he can accept Ichiban as a member as well then. Surely. Wow, what's going on here with the frags? Well, I mean, we are into the last round now of the first half without a roof with 5 rounds. Not too shabby. Anything's possible on Dust2. All T's outside the long doors for the time being. What is the plan here? I'm expecting maybe they'll go for a smoke towards Xbox and a bit of a split. Indeed, the bomb is headed that way, and there is said smoke onto Xbox. Hot flash is failed by DSR. Nades fly in towards long. So we've got 3 players on short for the T's and 2 lurking outside long, where there is a 2-man hold here. So Echo Fox look good for a hold towards the A bomb site. Shazam looking up just in time. Some warning nades being thrown over. That Molotov, will it get there in time? The cross is starting already, but the first shot will take Ape down. Has the bomb landed in CT spawn? I think it might have. We'll find out a bit later on. Flags flying in for both sides. So the bomb is on A slope now. Ichiban coming in with another 2K. More headshots from him. Can he find the third? Running out of bullets. 2 versus 1. Ricks the trade. Echo Fox go 10 to 5. Dan, where are we headed? Where are we headed in the second half?
I don't know, James. It's going to be hard to predict. Echo Fox, as you say, have that issue potentially of closing those advantages. What was cool here to see was that Ichiban really did step up in a very, very, very needed position, considering that some of those clutches were not easy clutches to make. He had to, he had to get in that flow of consciousness going to actually make it happen. And they managed to edge it over the line for the 10-5, which is actually a very big scoreline. If without a roof don't get the pistol around, obviously you got to favor Echo Fox, but at the same time we had a similar situation on Cobblestone, right, where they just weren't able to. They weren't able to close it in regular time. It had to go to overtime. So is this a thing? Is this a thing? I mean, there's lots of teams that do have this issue. Are Echo Fox one of them, or is it something that's a bit temporary, a little transient?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose they are a relatively new team. Obviously, they've taken Mo out. Shazam is in. They have Ichiban, who's a regular stand-in for the team. We will see how long it takes him to develop. I'm guessing that they're probably going to take him. I mean, he seems to be doing well now. It's up to him if he wants to join as well, But there's time they need to gel as a 5 and then develop their strategy a bit deeper. So who knows? I mean, at least for the short term, they're struggling to close things out when they have good advantages. In the long term, who knows? Hopefully they become a strong North American team. So, okay. There are so many different ways to smoke Xbox. This actually seems to be one of the faster ones. There is a shadow on the floor of a lamp that people use, but it takes longer to bloom. So I do like this one. Going to the top flash there. Meanwhile, Ichiban is getting wrecked over towards, everybody's getting taken down here. Outside long by, without a roof. Roka with 1 frag onto Method, but it's 2 versus 4 at the moment. Breeze goes down. How much more can Roka fight? He's still on his own with the bomb down there. DSR goes down as well. Seems this man is worth his weight in gold there.
Yeah, that's a massive performance there. I love how he's kind of ducking into this tiniest bit of cover that he can find, making it work. But Now Sean Gers is under pressure. Sean Gers needs to hold the site for his teammate and hopefully clear it. But Ape is in the elevator. Oh, that nade does a massive damage to Sean. He was so healthy. He was, in fact, on 100 HP before. But the bomb can be planted here, which is a big deal. We see the jump shots. No. Ape coming in the back here. 2 frags, surely. And yes, it will be. Defuse as well. And the big deal there is that the bomb goes down. Because on the T side, on that 3rd round, you can get the AKs in. And that's such a big difference on a map like this compared to having to go for a force buy and an eco. Instead, you eco once, then you buy the AKs. And with the AKs, you'll actually be better equipped than the CTs, because the CTs won't have really an AWP in hand, and they might still have some leftover FAMASs from this round, or maybe even some SMGs in some cases, or even a scout. So the AKs then suddenly perform better. So that's a massive difference for Echo Fox to work with. They just have to try to get some economic damage in this round, and then they'll be, they'll be happy, I would say.
No, so let's see how much Without a Roof can catch up. 2 SMGs, double MP9 for the side. DSR can continue with the scout later on, should they prove successful in this round. So we've got some initial map control from Echo Fox. No early aggression from Without a Roof, as we saw from Echo Fox, where they charged up mid on an anti-eco, lost 2 players. So it seems that Sean Gers will be afforded the opportunity to do what he obviously has some kind of plan with these 2 flashes and smoke. But what is said plan? That is the question.
Sean Gers actually kind of copying his name for his PD50 whiteout reminds me of yours. Did you see it?
Well, his says get a tan, bro, doesn't it?
Yeah. And yours is Henry G.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Who needs to get a tan, which is the entire
I will never,
joke.
Yeah, it is. He is quite the pasty one. So the T's moving up short. The smoke is down. There are 2 flashes. The gauntlets will be run. They have 5 attempts to carry the bomb over to the site and get the plant here. There is the first flash. DSR with the scout. I think we're going to see a bomb plant down. That is great for the Echo Fox side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bomb goes down. That's going to mean a lot of nades in the next round. Can they get any damage in here? PT50 rattling in a hole. No one going for a couple extra peeks there. Almost losing his life. And it will be cleaned up otherwise. But as you say, that's really, really good for the Echo Fox side. That's going to be full stock on nades with the AKs. So we're already guaranteed. Even an AWP is now up for grabs if they want one. And an AWP could be a pretty interesting pickup, to be honest, in this situation. Let us see. Will Roka purchase an AWP? He can afford one. But he can't get head armor with the Kevlar if he does all the nades. So he'll go for the AK and the fully stocked grenades, which is good as well. And here is the long take coming in from Echo Fox. And there is one player to challenge. Breeze, quickly taken down. And this is what I was talking about. Look at the equipment on Without a Roof. A Scout, a FAMAS, an MP9. That's not really what you want against a bunch of AKs.
Indeed. And with Echo Fox 3 rounds ahead, these could be trying times for Without a Roof. There are still loads of nades on the Echo Fox side. Look at all the convergence of the CTs through double doors with a player on short as well. This is a really interesting strat coming out from the CTs, but no one looking the wrong way, the wrong side of mid, and he'll be taken down. Rickster will be lost to the push from Method, but this is a really weird play from Without a Roof in the sense that you don't often see basically the entire team pushing mid once they've lost a player, opting to go for an aggressive war, considering all their disadvantages. I respect it though. We have some tagging attempts coming in from DSR, but they'll have to concede the bomb site, and we have a lurker in Sean Gers at top mid, so the retake might be difficult for the CTs.
Yeah, so looking a little challenging. Oh, Sean, there you go. Gets that kill on Method, who was rotating. Okay, Fox looking in good stead, and that will be Without a Roof in some hard times. Sean Gers looking to eliminate the last player. DSR finds himself an AK and a headshot to boot. And he's going to get himself out of there, and that will be likely a save. I don't see any way that he will die this late into the detonation, or the detonation, or the whatever, James. The bomb will explode soon.
Yes, it will.
They won't kill him. That's the point. Sometimes screw eloquence, screw words, and so on. 11-7, and Echo Fox in a very good position now. Obviously, the Without a Roof side, I mean, it's a pretty marginal buy, to be honest. And they're not that far behind that buying now, you know, is always the right call. And especially if it's a team that gets a huge amount out of their AWPer, you're probably not buying here. But they've actually opted for the buy. So they'll be up against AKs, and they have an okay stock of grenades. So definitely a very doable round for Without a Roof. But hopefully for them, their decision to go for immediate pressure at the cost of greater weaponry is going to work out. And the Shadow was spotted. Roka fires just a little bit too late. And he will get out of there without any damage on himself as well. But lots of nades used by the CTs here to get into position. They almost don't have any nades left, James, at this point.
Yeah, these will be dire times for the CT side. We'll see if they choose some aggression. We have no one joining Ape towards the B tunnel, and indeed, said aggression is coming out. But Ichiban is waiting for it seems. He is low on the stairs there. The timing, exposing his whole body there, getting shot straight in the head by the fan mass of no one. What is the reaction from Echo Fox? The B split coming in from the back, and now Without a Roof are stuck in the tunnel. Sean Gears coming in from lower, and Shazam coming in from upper. This is getting a little bit crazy, but Sean Gears loses the duel there. Smoked off is the tunnel. How weird is this? 3 frags for the 2 CTs in the tunnel itself. Rix takes down Method outside B, but now this is going to be an interesting retake from the CTs.
There you go. They're going to give it their all, and their all will be more than enough. Sam, though, gets a quick 2K. The fuse comes in. Will he just get the creeper on the bomb, though? But no. I'm pretty sure he had an angle there. Maybe would have been very fine. And with the smoke, it's probably impossible to hit that almost. So it's going to be Echo Fox drawing to another buy. But it's a good opportunity for them. You know, players were lost. 3, in fact, for Without a Roof. So Echo Fox with a buy. They could really, you know, set the crush Without a Roof in this situation. We shall see if they will be successful or not. Shazam looking for the gap shot. And he will get nothing. The poor man's smoke in the HE, which blows up all the dirt, will help them. And we'll see Without a Roof just chilling in their setups, not being too aggressive. Very, very default passive stuff at the moment. Used to be, you know, something we're used to seeing. The most we should be expecting as far as variation goes is whether the player who's on the A side stays on the A side, or if he goes towards CT spawn. And then you would expect the player from B to kind of come out the doors to provide a crossfire, to prevent B splits. But so far, they're just hanging on. Just holding it. All quiet on the western front. And the eastern front. And all the front chains are incredibly quiet at the moment.
You just can't handle my silences, can you? I was going to start talking. I was going to get in there, but I was leaving the tranquil space. A tranquil space.
So was I. I was slowing, my pacing slowed down massively.
The space is no longer tranquil, Dan, because violence has occurred. Police files will be reported. Police reports will be filed, but rather, that sounds more like a coherent sentence. So Echo Fox are a man down now with a 3-round lead. Shazam's going to get taken down by Breeze lurking behind blue. That leaves the bomb in a sticky situation where the split was coming in, but now he has to join his teammates. Rix helps Sean Gears out, who soon gets dispatched of. The spray down won't work out for Rix. So it's Ichiban alone versus 4. Without a Roof, look good to perhaps tie things up soon, as there is not much money to be had on the T side at the moment, but 2 headshots for Ichiban and an open B bomb site will change everything.
Yeah. What is going on? How did this happen? 2 kills and a bomb down. There's the nade over the top. And he's going to spot 1. That's good info. Or we heard the stepping of Method. Method might just give up the 1 versus 1 that he needs. And Ichiban now on 15 HP. Now this is the key situation. Oh, is he going to peek immediately? Gets a lot of damage. Ichiban playing with the big box. Breeze over the top, playing the headshot, just dodging in and out right currently. And it's going to be the frag for Breeze. So close for Echo Fox. But they will lose yet another round in a row. It is a defuse. How many bombs have gone down here? I think we see many defuses.
Wow.
6 defuses.
7 defuses.
7
and
retakes.
3 explosions. That's
7
crazy.
retakes. That's actually, that is quite ridiculous. That's kind of in a statistic on Dust2.
Yeah, but I mean, that's good for Echo Fox in the sense that they have 4 of those plants which have been defused by Without a Roof, which means Echo Fox is getting pretty deep into these rounds, not always taking them over the line, but with a 2-round lead on the Eco, Echo Fox should have confidence that they can still take this map and take the series 2-0. 3 plays over towards long, falls out to roof, and the charge. Oh no! It's coming in. There's still one CT, but just the one. No one on the site on his own, and these Ts will overwhelm him. The plant's going to come in. It's going to be 2 versus 3, with the rifle picked up onto Rix and onto Ishiban as well. So there's still a lot to do for these Ts. There's still opportunity for them. We have DSR holding back, covering his teammates. Breeze rushes in. Rix takes him down to 2 versus 2. Oh dear, what is happening here? DSR alone with an AWP to retake, picks up the rifle. He's getting spammed through the boxes out of Tech 9, too close. And I don't know how, Dan, but Echo Fox have reset without a roof on an eco, where a bomb plant and everyone dying would have been a bonus.
Yeah, you gotta be worried now for without a roof.
Sometimes you get one dig, Dan.
What do they do?
It all falls apart.
Yeah, you got. I mean, Ichiban with that previous attempt, the 2 kills and then the bomb plant, that's massive. And without a roof now, I'm kind of at a loss for words because the situation is so desperate, so grim. We shall see if they're able to make something. Method actually, no one checked pit. No one checked pit. Method just sitting there, just chilling. But when will he announce himself? Perhaps now. I thought he was going to go for the knife. He picks up the AWP there. Can he get the no-scope? Not going to happen.
Close.
And there's a lot of potential there for Method for a variety of plays. He has a lot of space to work with, but he won't pick it up. And it is going to be Ape. He's got a PT-50 and no Kevlar. He's playing long range. He's going to get nuked by Roka. 13-9. And as you can see, the situation was so horrible for without a roof that... So like usually in the last... Like with the money as it was in the last round, a lot of teams would force buy. Thing is though, on Dust2, force buys are much less successful on average due to the nature of the map. It's very open spaces, very long ranges. It's harder to play close to choke points. So they opted to just save fully and then again. And so that's kind of 2 free rounds for Echo Fox. That is insanely huge. And all because they lost 1 round to an eco. Unbelievable.
Crazy scenes here. 4-round lead now for Echo Fox, and that is a big stack on the A site. A big stack with little guns down and 1 flashbang. Echo Fox already have a player in long. But the question is, where are the Ts? Where are the CTs, in fact? That is the question. They can be a bit of a jump into pit made, although the CTs now are not going to just wait all the tag through the door. I wonder if the players low tunnel would have heard that. Well, they'll see 2. No frags coming in for the CTs. Trying to charge in and still no frags will come their way. Breeze alone on the car. The stack has not worked out without a roof. Perhaps somewhat impatient there. Going for the gamble through the mid doors. Not paying off. And down goes Breeze as well. 14-9. Echo Fox surely can take this over the line now. But there is a big buy coming out for the War team.
Yeah, there is. There is indeed. So Echo Fox with everything going their way. Big advantage. They should be able to bring this one over the line. Make it happen in 2. Instead of going to that 3rd map. You can see without a roof have had definitely quite some impact here in a variety of rounds. But you can also see that, you know, the destabilized lineup has caused them some issue. I mean, which team would it not cause issue to? So Roka looking for that pick. This is brave, bold stuff. Will Method fall for the forward position? Looks like he'll just smoke it off. And here's Ichiban. He's in the... James, he's in the B side already. With a bomb as well. Bomb is also in the vicinity. Do they commit here? Looks like they are going to. The bomb actually has not been spotted yet. What an odd situation right there. Complete abandonment is going to result in a bomb plant. And there's T's all over the place. There is a T that could drop into CT spawn. That looks like what is going to happen as well. So, no, looks like DSR will go down, or take Roka down immediately. So no CT spawn flank. 3 versus 4 on the retake. This is a really important round for without a roof. And here they go. Here they go. Over the top into the machine guns. And they will be savaged. And Method last man left alive, but not for long. Echo Fox win the round, and they are now 1 away. 1 away from the 2-0.
6 match points for Echo Fox. Will they close this out with a nice score? Look at the money on the team. We've got the auto sniper coming out onto Sean Grills. Disgusting skin, of course. And CTs, they're going for the peak actually. They are willing to challenge here, and they have taken not much damage at all. And down goes Shazam. He's going to get wrecked by the Scout, Dan. 3 pistols on the without the roof side. 3 triple pistol, double Scout. Got 2 players low tunnel. Oh dear, what is going on? This buy, everyone is dead, Dan, apart from Sean Gares. I don't even know what to say at this point.
It's actually hilarious because they're like, oh guys, okay, let's just abuse them with this AWP and the auto sniper down middle, and then they buy 2 scouts, and then they actually get more damage, and then they kill
clear
with the scouts. So it's kind of a little bit awkward due to that. But let's see if Sean can clutch this. He actually has an opportunity to do so. Of course, he has an AWP on Dust2. It's a 1 versus 3, and there's a flank potentially coming. If Ape oversteps and Sean Gares' game sense is tingling, then he should be good to at least survive with the AWP. We'll see. It's not important as the money's so good. And there you go. But the peak was perfectly timed from middle there, from Breeze, and from no one, and the kill we found. So 15-10, a lot of money to be spent on Echo Fox. I am quite taken aback how wrecked they got in the last round, because
it was like, so fast as well.
It kind of felt like they got a little bit overconfident in some regards, and they got caught completely off guard by the pace of Without a Roof, just pushing everywhere like they did.
Yeah, that was so quick. It was pretty crazy. So Without a Roof in much better shape on this round. 3 players of kits as well. We'll see if that plays a part in the coming round. Again, Echo Fox with many plants in this half. So we have angles being held on short by the CTs. You can see DSR there. Passive towards B is Ishiban playing outside, but the bomb is heading up first towards shorts. And indeed, the CTs will be forced off the position. Method is taking a bit of damage, but other than that, well, Echo Fox are losing chunks here onto Roka, Rix and Sean Gares. They could be sprayed down a little bit easier later on in the round. For now, there is still no play down for either side. Minute on the clock, and Ishiban still hasn't ventured into the B halls, maybe expecting a bit of desperation from the CTs. He will just hold an angle and hope they will try to walk past without checking his position.
There have been chunks exchanged, but are they chunks of death? That's the question. Here goes the push. It's all rather the harassment. The push, the real push is coming in with a cat drop, and Rix is going to get it in there, straight in the face of Breeze, the MVP for Without a Roof, now relying on the second MVP, who is up for the task. Ooh, we're going to get some frags back though. Rix is able to take some frags. And now it's going to be interesting to see if this can be clutched by Shazam. He's got a good opportunity. Time is the problem, and the bomb is in front of the doors, and in fact he's going to have to turn his attention to Method. 1 versus 1 for Shazam, and DSR is so close. He switches out for the rifle. Will he spot the player? Oh, he gets it! And that's going to be the match. The best of 3 has been won by Echo Fox, 16-10. The clutch from Shazam, the new addition to the team, replacing Mo.
That is an excellent clutch from Shazam. Maybe the best thing I've ever seen him do. That was really good.
The best thing.
It was pretty sick. It was great. I mean, to clutch like that is pretty.
It's pretty decent.
It's pretty good. All credit to him. So 16-10, nice score for Echo Fox as well. But I mean, it was on paper you could say it was more difficult than you would expect it to be.
It was a struggle. I mean, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that it shouldn't have been a struggle, but it was.
Indeed it was, but 2-0 the score will be in the final map and match of the evening. So, I believe there is no CS from ECS tomorrow, but we will see some more North American Counter-Strike in the coming days afterwards, so stay tuned, guys. Anything you want to add about that match?
I would like to say that we have this thing whereby all the eyes are on Echo Fox. No one has expectations for Without a Roof due to obvious reasons. They lost their in-game leader and so on and so forth. Obviously, Echo Fox should be able to win this. They got a lot of name value. They got maybe the most legendary, I guess, leader currently that's playing for the team. Sean Gares. So there's lots of expectation for that team. But Without a Roof obviously have good players. Like they actually have a lot of good players, and we saw what they could do when they had all that routine with Slemmy. So the question really is how their development goes. And I don't want to overlook them too much, but definitely this was, the storyline is a bit more focused, I think, on Echo Fox. Not just to make it clear that I'm not saying that Without a Roof are terrible or something. Yeah,
absolutely. Right. It's just your in-game leader leaves, you're going to have a tough time. That's Cloud9 have done as well. So again, that's going to bring our show to a close today. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want some crap, then good luck. dealing with that in your life or something like that. Goodbye. See you soon in a few days. ECS.